I've never done PVM before, and it's about time that all changed. After 3 years of only playing as a level 3 skiller, I've decided to take on old school RuneScape's hardest challenge, becoming a Grandmaster. Raids, Zuck, the Coliseum, nothing is off the table. And to make things even more difficult, I'll be completing these tasks as a hardcore Ironman. This is Zero to Zuck. All right, everyone. Start of our journey is here. And to be honest, I'm really excited to actually be playing on an account where I can train combat again. As soon as I remember how to actually play this game. And it's only fitting that we start with a name that keeps us motivated for our end goal, GM Bill. Just a little bit of backstory. Pre-COVID, I did have a main, so I won't say I'm entirely clueless. After college, my friend and I both came back to RuneScape around the same time, and basically we would just hang out and kill KBD for hours, and that's the extent of my bossing experience. But the one thing that I really have no background with is being an Ironman, let alone being a hardcore Ironman. So as you're watching, if you have any tips, feel free to leave them in the comments for future moments with the account, because I promise I'll absolutely need the help. Currently, there are 588 combat tasks available. These range from something as simple as killing a fire giant to speedrunning the Inferno, so there's definitely a massive disparity there. And playing as an Ironman means this account will be completely self-sustaining, so every best in slot item that I equip needs to be unlocked, all without dying a single time. Because of this, I think the best approach will be to just progress the account normally, hitting some standard milestones since we'll need to gradually level up anyways. So to start things off, I'm sure you all guessed it, our priority is Wintertodt. Let's get moving. 15 fire making, level 5 thieving, X marks the spot, and Monk's Friend complete. 35 woodcutting, so now we can move over to teak trees. And I don't want to bore you, so Sheep Herder, Sea Slug, Plague City, Daddy's Home, and of course, the Natural History Museum complete. Yeah, now that that's out of the way, and a few hours of chopping and burning, level 50 fire making, which is the requirement for Wintertodt. And our speed run to Wintertodt is finished. As you can see, we went ahead and leveled up our fletching and construction for some bonus XP, and we have a pretty solid supply of cakes after hitting 28 thieving. But during this grind, we have 2 goals. 1 is to complete the Wintertodt combat tasks, of course, and 2 is to just hit 85 fire making. Now, 85 fire making is a pretty loose goal. It's the highest level needed to complete an achievement diary, and after that many games, we should have a decent amount of starting cash and just other resources. Now let's go over the combat tasks. Wintertodt is 8 combat tasks totaling 13 points. For the most part, these are really easy, only needing kill count requirements or some simple tasks like repairing the brazier or healing the pyromancer. The only semi-difficult task, Why Fletch, requires over 3,000 points in one game, which means we're going to have to learn how to do a solo. The rest should happen just as we complete our games, so I'm really not worried about them. Let's get started. First task down, that's Handyman complete. And 2 more coming in, Cozy and Can We Fix It, nice and easy. Another quick one down, Mummy complete. And hey, that was all before 5KC. Wintertodt Novice complete. Of course, I forgot to record, there's 10 kill count and Wintertodt Champion finished up. Soloing Wintertodt is pretty easy, it just requires a little bit of extra work compared to the standard method. All we need to do is make sure the braziers are all burning, stack up as many points as possible, and finish the game with over 3,000 points. There's our solo, and Why Fletch finished up, and thank God, because having 1 agility for this made it an absolute nightmare. That leaves us with No Man Left Behind, which requires us completing a game without any of the pyromancers going down. And of course it happens right as I world hop on 17KC, No Man Left Behind is complete. And that means all the combat tasks are already complete. So I'll tell you what, we still want to hit 85 fire making. I'll be back once we do that. And a quick side note here, these clips were captured before the Wintertodt update, so we're still doing the standard method that I'm sure you all remember. The only difference is that we're scouting other worlds at the same time. This is possible with the help of the Wintertodt Scouter plugin, letting us know when worlds are around 60 to 70%, which is the ideal time to hop to them. This method massively increases our XP by allowing us to finish games quicker and get more endgame bonus XP. There we go, 85 fire making. And this has been such a weird feeling because I'm so used to going straight for 99s on the level 3 skiller that I'm not really used to accomplishing specific tasks. Like, it actually feels great knowing we're done here after only what feels like a few hours. And of course, let's go ahead and scroll down to see the Wintertod combat achievements completely green. We've already crossed one off the list. But we do have 183 supply crates, so we may as well see if we can get lucky with a nice little Tome of Fire. To be honest, that's pretty unlucky. But on the bright side, we never have to come back here, so if you ask me, it really evens out. The next round of combat tasks we'll be taking on are from Temperos. Like Wintertod, there are 8 tasks equaling 14 points, but we'll dive deeper on the tasks in a moment. Before we begin, we need to hit our fishing requirement and unlock the angler outfit. There we go, first piece unlocked. Angler hat. Second piece in 13 runs. Angler boots done. Oh my god, our luck is turning up right now. Third piece, just a few KC later. And just like that, after only 21, let me repeat, 21 games, we have the full angler outfit. Now all that's left to do is get the level to wear it. 34 fishing, which means we can actually wear our angler outfit. And 35 fishing. So now we can actually start Temperos. As we said before, Temperos has 8 combat tasks totaling 14 points. And much like Wintertod, these tasks are pretty easy, mainly requiring kill count, something small like wearing the angler outfit, or making small repairs. Again, like Wintertod, the main challenge here is to complete a solo. Real easy task complete, fire in the hole for 1 point. And the reason why we started by doing fishing trawler, dress like you mean it, complete. Calm before the storm, and master of buckets, complete. And look at that, we already hit 5 KC, giving us Temperos Novice. And by finishing our one and only solo, we've completed Temperos Champion, Y Cook, and the Lone Angler, closing out our combat achievements already. This is just flying by. And just look at that, Temperos is officially fully green logged, meaning 2 bosses are already done. Are they the easiest ones to finish? Probably, yeah, absolutely. Is it still pretty cool though? Yeah, I think so. And of course, we do have some rewards. I think the best outcome would be to get the fish barrel, but honestly, it's not like we have a very high chance of it, but you never know. Let's see what we get. Never lucky. With our first 2 combat logs out of the way, it's time we start what I consider the most tedious aspect of the game, and I'm sure you all know it's questing. There's no debate. It's absolutely mind-numbing. There are so many now, and at this point, the rewards are so minimal. What's the best thing you can get? Barrow's gloves? Please let me know. So I think the best idea here is to do a little bit of what I like to call questing with a purpose. Right now, I need to prioritize getting around the map. Without access to the Grand Exchange and my magic level literally only being 4, teleporting around the map is what's holding my account back the most. Which brings us to what we want to unlock. Spirit Trees, Fairy Rings, Artie Cloak 1, Lost City, and Fossil Island. As a new Ironman, these unlocks are essential to progressing my account. And this is the perfect timing because all of them are either locked behind quests or require me to train my account in some way. And by the time I finish up Fossil Island, I should hopefully be around 49 magic so I can enchant dig site pendants. Plus, by the time my magic is up that high, I'll be able to use standard teleport spells anyways. But to prep for our incoming magic levels, we need to risk our hardcore status and hit the mage arena. No, I'm no fool. Say hello to everyone's favorite level 3 skiller, Bill OSRS, as he guides me through this dangerous venture. right, safe and sound. We're starting off with 192k, and I'm going to go with a combination of Law, Chaos, Nature, and some Cosmic Runes as a start. That should be enough for now. Time to do some questing. Okay, I'm pretty pumped about this one. Witch's House, complete. And now with 25 HP, we won't have to worry about anything one-shotting us. And our first unlock that we can cross off the list, Tree Gnome Village, is complete for some beefy attack XP. But most importantly, access to spirit trees. We're pretty close to finishing up the Artie Easy Diary with only a few tasks left to go. And I really want that cape for an easy one-click teleport, so let's do that real quick. Biohazard is complete. And now once we enter the combat training camp, we'll have finished the Artie Easy Diary. And thank you to Pints, good sir. The Artie Cloak 1 has been achieved. Imp Catcher, Fight Arena, Clock Tower, Dwarf Cannon, and the big one, Waterfall Quest, complete for 40 attack and 30 strength. And a whole bunch of quests coming up, so cue the montage. I figure it's time we unlock Fossil Island, and to do so, there are plenty of Kudo quests to knock out. First big one being the Grand Tree, where we can just go ahead and safe spot this nice and easy. Grand Tree complete, bringing us up to 35 agility and 45 attack. All right, let's speed run this real quick. Demon Slayer, Observatory, Hazel Cult, Rune Mysteries, Merlin's Crystal, and finally, the dig site is complete. 15,000 mining experience is amazing, and all that's left to do is finish up Bon Voyage. Bon Voyage is done and Fossil Island is ours, which means that as soon as we want, we can start our birdhouse runs. Most importantly, another goal crossed off. The Golem, Mountain Daughter, Sleeping Giants, Elemental Workshop 1, and Elemental Workshop 2 complete. Lost City complete. Now, of course, this gives us access to Xanaris, but most importantly, the ability to craft Cosmic Runes, which will be pretty important for a future episode. But more importantly, another goal out of the way. Fairy Tale Part 1 is done. Now, after starting Fairy Tale Part 2, we should be able to use Fairy Rings, so let's just test it out to be sure. Fairy Rings are officially unlocked. Another goal down for this episode, and the last one that we were looking to finish up. But you know what? I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm amped up. I'm ready to go. So we're going to keep going. To make sure we can start our birdhouse runs next episode, we're going for 49 magic so we can unlock dig site pendants. I've spent pretty much all of my AFK time on this game mining shooting stars, and it's actually just the most helpful thing I've ever done. Of course, the mining XP I've gained is absolutely insane, but without even turning in any of my stardust, we already have such a massive head start on crafting. Jesus Christ, dude. Here I am thinking, oh, let me go kill some blue dragons and train magic, and I'm out here getting completely chanced. To the point, I literally almost attacked without even having my spell active. Imagine, genuinely imagine if I died just because I got a little full of myself and wanted to keep this episode going. Near-death experience aside, blue dragons are perfect right now because they're safe spottable, incredibly easy magic experience, and I'll need 43 prayers soon anyways, so this really covers all my bases. Miss the level and finish the inventory, and 50 magic is achieved. Now to make some gold bars. Currently, we're sitting at 38 smithing, and we need to gain 2 levels to be able to smelt gold bars, so we're hitting the good old Giant's Foundry. And honestly, this should be settled within a sword or 2 at most. Yeah, as we thought, 1 sword and 40 smithing. And we're not going to go too crazy because my gold ore supply isn't the highest, but this last inventory should do it. 125 gold bars made, and all that's left to do is make the jewelry. Just to be safe, I cut 54 of each type of gem, and this way I can split between rings of dueling, dig site pendants, and games necklaces. And just like that, we have 50 rings of dueling, 15 games necklaces, and I can't note these, but a whole lot of dig site pendants. With 105 quest points down and some solid stats, this has been an impressive start. I got to toot my own horn here. In the next episode, we're going to focus mainly on agility, some rune crafting, and of course, more questing. Don't forget to leave any tips in the comments, and of course, like the video if you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.